Hi guys, welcome to Souls Know Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your guidance message for Wednesday the 13th and Thursday the 14th of May 2020. This reading is going to include the start of Jupiter going retrograde in Capricorn. It's from now until the 12th of September. Bear with me, Safi's got my cards. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, darling. Yeah, thank you. It goes retrograde for me here in the UK on the 14th. So, Mercury retrograde, let's have a quick... Safi's literally taking everything off my desk today. It's okay, Baba. There we go, let's move them all out of your way. She's getting so tall. It's like the things she never used to be able to reach, she can reach now. So I'm going to have a bit of a rearrange. Anyway, Jupiter is the planet of luck. It's the planet of expansion and optimism. It is the ruler of Sagittarius. So as this, or when this planet is going retrograde, you can expect some bumps in the road. What you might find happening over, like I say, between now and September is that you may be questioning whether it's your belief system. Sagittarius, oh my gosh, and we've got the Hierophant. Yeah, I was going to say, Sagittarius to me is an energy that rules philosophy, higher education. So you may be, with the Jupiter going retrograde, maybe questioning, like I say, reconsidering your belief system, what it means to be part of the universe, asking yourself those deep philosophical questions. So this is a time of questioning. It may be a time for you finding or discovering a new path that may hold the answers that you're seeking. Right, so like I said, this is going to be your message, even though it's for the next couple of days. I'm kind of saying that it's valid until the end of, the 12th of September. So we have your energy, which is the Hierophant, which is exactly what I've said in the summary of this retrograde. So let's look for the energy playing out for the next couple of days or even further ahead than that. Okay. Wow. Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords. We have the Magician in the the early week reading, Monday, Tuesday. So you've got the Nine of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Magician. And then your challenge and or your opportunity playing out for the next couple of days or even further ahead. And let's see what we've got. Oh my goodness. Right, that one didn't want to go back in. We have the Death card. Wow. Right, okay. So yeah, exactly what I said, Eight of Swords at the bottom of that deck. Exactly what I said at the start of the reading. To me, there is a shift or a change, you assessing your belief system. That's what this Hierophant is all about. And that represents your energy. So you're stepping into the next couple of days or further beyond that, depending on, which timeline you're on. But this is about traditional values. It's about your belief system. It can sometimes be the conventional way of doing things. You can be assessing morality. But it's card number 5. And card number 5, or the energy of a 5, to me is instability. So there may be, like I say, an instability in your belief system, or you're recognizing that what you thought was stable isn't as stable as you thought it may have been. The traditional way of doing things may not be this, the most stable way for you to do them anymore. But you may be questioning your values. You may be questioning your mortality. It's a really strange time in the world at the moment, with everything that's going on with the virus, with everything that's going on a bigger scale than that. It's what's happening with people's jobs, what's happening in terms of our freedom, and, having to stay at home at the moment. There's a lot of information out there, and I'm not trying to make this a video about that. If you want to know more, there's lots of research that you can do. But I'm a big conspiracy theorist, call it whatever you want. And I'm hearing a lot of different narratives surrounding why we're all stuck at home at the moment. And if this is the first time, let's say, that you're hearing a lot of this information, then it may cause you to question your values. It may cause you to question, the traditional way that you've always done things, the systems that you've placed your trust and belief within. So this Hierophant can represent a million things for a million people, but it's Taurus energy. And Taurus energy is it's very sort of fixed energy. So where you may have, like I say, put all your trust and faith in certain organisations or in even the government or institutions in some way, like I say, with this 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords here and here, you may be questioning, like I say, your reasoning for doing so. You may be looking for answers as well. Now, the energy playing out for the next couple of days, we've got the 9 of Swords, which is anxiety, it's fear, it's stress, it's worry. So it could be because of what's going on globally at the moment that's causing this level of anxiety. It could be because you're shaking up or now questioning on a deeper level what it is that you value, what your beliefs truly are, where those beliefs actually came from. You know, beliefs are just thoughts that we keep on thinking, and they don't have to be true for us to believe them. But if it's the way that things have always been done and we don't question it, when something comes up such as this global crisis, like I say, for the first time, a lot of people are going to be looking at those belief systems and questioning, well, where did they come from? Why did I believe that? So this may be causing a level of anxiety or fear within you, regardless of what this Hierophant represents. Now, it's next to the 3 of Pentacles as well. The 3 of Pentacles is usually an energy that speaks about teamwork, building, coming together with another or more than one person. So to create growth or to create some sort of expansion. And this is in the physical realm. So something tangible. It could be working with colleagues. It could be, I don't know, you working or putting your work on display in some way. And you may even be questioning the organisations or, like I say, the institutions that provided that level of work. I'm seeing this in so many different ways. But you're being encouraged during this time to not allow this anxiety, this fear, this worry to hold you back, to limit you or to stop you in some way. When we get to the 9, we're nearly at the end of a cycle and we've got the 8 here. So we've gone from the 8 to the 9. So the only Swords card that's left in this particular cycle is the 10 of Swords, which isn't the nicest of energy, but it does sort of speak about the end. It's that full stop in a really shitty situation where, you know, you can sort of accept the situation that you've been in, you can accept the thought pattern and the thought process that you've had, and you can release it, recognizing that there's a new dawn on the horizon. And we've got, better than the 10 of Swords, we've got the Magician underneath, which is you sort of having the will, the determination, the skills, the confidence for you to manifest your own reality. So where you may have been relying on, like I say, an institution, an organization, or something traditional, or the traditional way of doing things, the energy over the next couple of days, if not, you know, couple of days, this could be stemming on into September, is asking you to start again, to look at the opportunities that are being presented to you, to find inspiration rather than fear or anxiety or worry in the circumstances that are unfolding. There's a real chance for you to expand here, expand your consciousness, expand your belief system, expand your values or what it is that you put your trust and faith in. You're being asked to sort of, well, I love the Magician because it speaks about as above, so below. So for you to manifest it here in the physical world, you have to believe it in your heart. It's why a lot of us end up manifesting like really shitty situations, because as much as, you know, it sounds good on paper or it's what we truly want, we end up manifesting, you know, what we believe. And it goes back to these belief systems here. So if you believe, let's say, an organization or the government or, you know, an institution, but you're trying to manifest something from a different place, and you're going to have to reconsider these values and these beliefs. I can't believe how, well, I suppose this is like the Jupiter retrograde reading, but I'm like, I can't believe how in alignment this reading is. It still shocks me when I do these. But there's a real chance for you to manifest a new beginning here. But like I say, you're going to have to allay these fears, like I say, because if fear is what's churning up inside of you, then that's what you're going to manifest more of. But there's a real chance here for you to work, build, or connect with like-minded people in a really tangible way. And it may be by stepping outside of your comfort zone or connecting with people that aren't necessarily like you in some way, that's going to allow this sort of expansion, allow you to step outside of your comfort zone. Now our challenge and opportunity, we've got the death card, you know, we couldn't have got a more significant energy in our challenge and opportunity. It speaks about profound change, the end of a cycle, ruled by Scorpio. We just had that Scorpio full moon last week, and that was bringing up all the, you know, the emotions, the things that we've, like I said, pushed down to the depths of wherever that we didn't want to face. It was bringing all of that up to the surface, like I said, for us to look at, for us to accept, and for us to release and move forward. So this could be like a continuation of that kind of scorpionic full moon energy. It always lasts until the next full moon anyway. So you could be now, like I say, seeing this as an opportunity or a challenge for you to make some kind of huge change in your world. It's you bringing, like I said, something to the end of the cycle where I was looking for this 10 of Swords. We've got the death, and that is the end of it. This is about you having learnt the lesson. This is about you sort of recognizing that some sort of change is needed and liberating yourself, whether it's from these old belief systems, from the people that have had a level of control over you, from the instability that you felt from giving your power to, whether it's an establishment, an organization, an institution. But this is you turning your back on that now and facing forward, no longer tying your belief system to a fixed belief system that's come from somewhere outside of yourself. This is about you letting go of the past, like I say, learning the lessons, recognizing what you can liberate yourself from. It's card number 14, and again, no it's not, it's card number 13, sorry, and that reduces down to a 4. So where we had this instability, where we had this conflict or challenge energy in, you know, this card represents your energy. There's a real opportunity for you to bring some sort of stability, some sort of structure to build, like I said with this 3 of Pentacles, on a firm foundation. That's what number 4s are. Just think of a table. As long as, you know, all the legs are the same, same height, it creates a solid base for you to build upon. So it's like by allowing this change to happen, by releasing this negative thinking or the negative cycle of communication, self-talk, whatever it is that, you know, has had you sort of stuck in a loop, by releasing that, you're going to create a level of stability in your own mind, and as well as in your own mind, but practically as well. And when you're at that place, that's when this manifestation energy is, it can be used at its best. Right, let's pull some guidance messages on this and see what we've got going on. So that was pretty deep. But all of the readings are, I don't know if it's the energy, I think it is. Right, okay, so what guidance in relation to this reading do we need? But there's real progress here to go from the 8 to the 9, and like I say, and then to see that death. But with it being in the challenge or the opportunity, it's going to be easier for some than others. But ultimately, by allowing what no longer serves you, whether it's a mindset, a belief system, values that you once held in high regard, as you release them, you're going to see such a change. You're going to see stability come into your world. Right, okay, let's split this deck and see what we've got. Oh, we've got 2. We have innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so that we can lighten the load. Give us any guilt, anger or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. And then we've got heart chakra. Wow. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It is safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So for some of you, this could relate to a relationship. It could relate to marriage. Like I say, the Hierophant speaks of tradition, to ceremony, to, you know, some sort of commitment in that traditional sense. So some of you could be, we had that reading earlier on in the week that was releasing, you know, your perspective about love, and that may involve people or places. So you're being encouraged here not to apportion blame, but you're being encouraged, whether this is an institution, an organization, even yourself. You're being encouraged here not to apportion guilt, blame, or anger towards this situation. It's about releasing it, letting it go, not stewing in this 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords energy, and understanding that there's a new beginning. And as I said, when you sort of fix that heart space, that's the perfect place for you to manifest from. Right, I'm going to pull. Let's get an old school answer is simple. We haven't had one of these for a while. And wrap this reading up. Whoa, I'm not taking all of those. No, I just want one, please. Just want the one. There we go. And we have Stick With It, card number 44. Right. Let's read that from the book. As you wake up your spirit and begin to live in a higher frequency of love, the ego becomes confused and wants to resist. This new energy displaces the ego's power and renders it impotent, so it tries to reverse or arrest the changes. Yeah, like I say, there's some sort of change that's happening, and this is your ego. This is the communication, the self-talk, the fear, the worry, not wanting to let go of the old way, the traditional way, the only way in some cases that you've ever known or done something. But you're being encouraged to adopt this this death card energy, which is to change. And don't let your ego stop you or pull you back into what no longer serves you. Be aware of your ego's resistance and stay true to your spirit anyway. Ignore inner ego dialogue that suggests that you're wasting your time and thus tries to discourage your efforts. Changing your vibration to a higher level and being able to consistently hold it takes practice and patience. And that's exactly what I said with this Magician card. That's what the Magician does. Changing your vibration to a higher level and being able to consistently hold it takes patience, practice and discipline. Stick with your determination to live your spirit. Remain faithful to what you love and believe in and what reflects your authentic self. Although you may not see instant results, you can feel the change within the cells of your body as you bring more light and love into your being. Stick with your higher intentions and soon you'll witness the effect in your world. Wow. And going back to what I said at the beginning, that's exactly what this Jupiter retrograde energy is doing. So if you're questioning your belief system or you're reconsidering, like I say, your values, don't allow your ego to pull you back into the old way of doing things. Right then, guys, I hope this helped. I hope you managed to get something from it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.